starting out of the gate.
Hit it.
Heat, 1995.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which that's the year I was born,
I know.
believe it or not. So
Coincidence? No.
I think not. No. Also, Casino, I think, came out that year. So it was a good. And I was thinking about adding Casino, but you were the one who spoke to the greatness of Heat, and the dialogue's great.
Yeah.
That action sequence in L.A. is...
That's... Yeah.
It's almost unmatched. I off the top of my head, I cannot think of a better...
There was that I mean, it's awesome. It's really, really good. But there was a true in California where two men, I think they were Russian. Mm-hmm. They weren't they were originally from Russia, but they were in body armor, and they robbed a bank, and they kind of got caught as they came out. Somehow, maybe they made a mistake or something. So LAPD showed up, but they had really powerful weapons, and the LAPD like they're shooting them, with 38s, which is powerful, but not compared to what they were facing, and a body armor on. So they were just basically just standing there. I guess apparently they found out to shoot them in the feet because they weren't, But I mean, if you ever see that, well, I guess there is a movie of it. And I don't know if live footage is available or not, but I saw the movie. I wish I knew the name of it. Speaking of a really badass movie, that is it. I'm going to have to look that one up. Watch it again.
So Heat was not inspired by that?
I don't know. Maybe it may have been. I don't know. There was a lot of similarities.
Yeah, it almost seems too on the nose to not.
I mean, what happened? Like, at one point, because the guy was like the bullets weren't affecting him that much. He had the trunk of his car open because he had weapons in there, and his partner was driving a car slowly, and they were just trying to, shoot their way out of a parking lot. There was, I don't know how many cops were out there. There's like at least 10. And they're all trying to, stop them. I mean, it was a really cool. I mean, nobody got killed. Both of those guys got killed, but no cops got killed.
Yeah. I think I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast a little bit. I think he mentioned that being on the news when it happened, but I don't know.
I think it was. I mean, there's footage of it. Sorry, folks. I had to clean my glasses. I know you were interested in that, but you heard some noise there. Probably, I think it was, because I swear I've seen live footage of that.
Yeah.
Because they're just standing there. People are shooting at them, and they're not even, it's not like they're trying to get hit, but they're not hiding behind a vehicle either. They're just standing there, pop, 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 pop.
And not, probably not reacting the way that you or I would if you're, direly afraid of getting hit anywhere.
Yeah.
So, look, De Niro and Pacino are at least in my top 12 greatest actors.
Yeah.
And their performances, and a lot of people speak that about Pacino's performance being a little bit over the top. I enjoy that. I would rather someone give me all they got than...
It was, but it was over the top to the point where you could think there could be a guy like that.
Now, apparently, I heard this, that they cut scenes, and Michael Mann is the one who did Heat, I believe. I'm just going to double check that. Yep, Michael Mann did it. So they cut out scenes. He was supposed to have a cocaine addiction, which kind of explains why
the cop
acted like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So...
Well, there's no reason to put it in.
Well, it's already 3 hours long, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what you could have cut to add that in.
Right.
And also, it didn't detract for me, but apparently it sticks with you how over the top his performance is. But
yeah. I mean, he's just manic at times. And I liked his performance. I generally am a De Niro fan, and I didn't dislike him in this. But I don't think... I mean, you got a lot of people could have done that. I mean, it wasn't... I don't think there was anything special about his acting. Like Pacino's... I don't know who else could do that believably. Mm-hmm. You know, he was just really good. I mean, I don't know. They said, look, you're manic. You're like obsessed or, you know, whatever.
Right. Yeah, De Niro's was more subtle.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was.
say.
Yeah. But nothing wrong with it. Just nothing. I mean, the movie itself is the heists and the shootout. That's the movie.
But their meeting is one of the best scenes of all time. Where
I know.
you love that quote though about heat and where it gets its title. If you feel that heat around the corner, you have to be able to
Leave it 30 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
Drop everything.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I like it. It's not. It's a good quote. I don't know if I've ever said that.
I don't know. I think the way they set it up, they make it a really important meeting. And then you finally get to see, and the dialogue is just captivating for
Which,
me. At
yeah,
least.
it was like, hey, look, me and you are like the same. We're just on opposite sides of this. Mm-hmm. And they said,
We're
but,
equally driven too.
right, yeah, that too. And, you know, if it comes down to it, they're both basically saying, I'll kill you, and I know you'll kill me.
If it's between you and some poor bastard whose wife you're gonna turn into a widow, brother, you are going down.
That their purpose outweighs any feelings of remorse they would have for killing the other person. They're just, like you say, they're driven.
And it's ironic, maybe not ironic, I don't know what it would be, but it is De Niro's inability to drop his girlfriend that when they meet, he has his
that
downfall.
leads to his demise. You're right. His inability. Well, two things. His inability to leave her. Oh, wait, no, he does leave her. His inability.
Well, he does, but he went back to the hotel.
That wasn't for her.
Oh.
That was to get the guy who was in with them for the first heist that they had, who the cops got to, and this guy ratted on that crew.
Okay.
And he found out he was at that hotel, and I don't know if you remember, he goes and he kills that guy. Otherwise, he was home free.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for my
No, I just
misremembering.
That's all right.
It's just weird that she's at the same hotel, I guess, is where I get
He
tripped
drove
up.
her there.
Oh, well, why?
They were leaving.
He was
And he
with
said-
her.
Yes. And they were going to
okay.
go to wherever, like South America. And,
Here it's nice this time of year there.
oh yeah, it's beautiful. Depends what part you get to.
Guatemala.
Yeah. It's a lot of upper middle class folk.
I like the country where Jonestown was, and in the area that Jonestown.
Ghana.
Guyana. Something, because Ghana's in Africa.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Africa.
Right. So, I was watching something. I'm going off topic here, and they
You
say...
never do that.
I never do that. Like, we've exploited other countries and blah, 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 for the resources or whatever. And, I mean, to a degree, yeah, we have. But, because this thing was about drugs and why, like, so many people are involved in the drug trade in these South American countries and so forth. It's because they don't have any other thing to do. And that's not our fault. They have to establish, a capitalist economy. And you can't, there's things we've done to make that harder at times. Mm-hmm. But at some point in time, we're not interfering daily in like Bolivia's economy or anything like that. Actually, we're probably benefiting them. I think most of our trading partners benefit from us. I don't think we exploit them, horrifically. But like, these farmers, it's like, well, I can't, I had cattle. I can't live on that. So I grow coca now, or whatever they use for cocaine. Mm-hmm. So he makes a decent living. It's just they don't have a choice because their economy sucks. They never have developed it. And so many places in the world, some I completely understand. Maybe they have no natural resources or whatever. Well, but you look at a country like Singapore that has nothing, all right, no natural resources. Extremely successful country. Not very big, but commercial activity wise, they're first world country.
They sell a lot of canes there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, be sophomoric.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
Well, I mean, in their
just
case, they have to be. They have to be, and that's not even that strict. They're going to cane a kid for doing something really stupid.
Graffiti.
Yeah, and I don't know how many times. I think it was like 50, so it was a lot. I think they're gonna.
I think they only ended up doing 9.
Okay, well, he's lucky. But
This is weird.
can't
I did
afford-
watch it
Okay.
because they put it on the news. I guess they put it on the news.
Was it like a paddling kind of with a cane?
Well,
Was it over the head,
yeah.
or-
I mean, they've whipped that thing. They're not
Pleasant.
pussyfooting with it. I would not be stoked
To get it.
to have that. Yeah,
Well, they won't do graffiti anymore.
I doubt he's
some-
done it again.
Some countries we don't overlook things. We don't
Yeah.
overlook them.
Well, dude, there's some countries where, like, if you litter, like, you'll get your thumbs
Jail
chopped
time.
off or something.
Yeah. So I mean, they were a little extreme by our standards, but they can't afford it. They can't afford that in their culture, from their youth. They can't have crime. Low level crime leads to higher level crime, whatever. They can't have that, and it's it's a punishment, and it's a little severe in our opinion, but they're a small country,
Well, then they're gonna have heists, and people are gonna be shooting.
Well, I
with
mean, it's
body
like,
armor
look,
on.
if you
I was just
commit
bringing
crimes,
it back to.
well, that's
Heat.
all right. I went off point.
Hit me with.
There's a
yours.
point there somewhere, I'm sure.
No, it was entertaining. I enjoyed it.